Hello, everybody. Williams Wrestling Rewind here, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and what I think and how good or bad Saturday night's main event was. So, out of 5 matches, there was only about, excuse me, there was about 2 matches that I was really looking forward to, and one of them we kind of got gypped by disqualification. So I'm gonna run down the whole match card, what I thought of it, what I didn't like about it, what the matches are going to lead to going forward, a Clash in Italy and possibly Raw and SmackDown and etc. So let's just start from the top. We had a 6 women tag team match, women's champion Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. How was Rhea and Charlotte going to maintain the friendship or partnership in the team for going against Jade, BFAB, and Michin? It was a solid match. I can't give it no more than a solid match. Uh, they worked over BFAB. Michin got in there. Wasn't nothing too good. And then when Jade got in there, she was teasing to go against Rhea, but then she automatically tagged out to her partner. She didn't want none of Rhea. And it was just a back and forth. And then leading towards the end of the match, Charlotte and Rhea, they were beating up BFAB and Michin, and they hit the fall away slams together. They both got up, looked at each other, embraced. Alexa Bliss jumped in both their arms, so they were all smiling and happy, galore, giggly, fun stuff. But Jade came in. She took advantage. She pushed Rhea into Charlotte and Bliss, and then that took out Bliss and Charlotte to the outside. Jade hit Jaded 1, 2, 3. Nothing too over the top with that. It was okay. Nothing. It was okay. That could have been a SmackDown match, in my opinion. It didn't do nothing for me. But what we got out of that going forward at Clash in Italy, they have announced it is going to be Jade getting a rematch against Rhea Ripley for the women's championship. So I like where that's going. That's going to be very interesting with that. And then after that, Kathy Kelly, she interviewed Solar Ruka in the back, seeing what her thoughts and everything before she goes against Becky. And yeah, that's so it really didn't have too much to say with that. And the match started. They changed the match about 3 times over. They changed it for a non-titled title match, and final result was a non-title match. So Becky Lynch was not defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Solar Ruka. I think the match lasted barely over 5 minutes, if that. Soul took it right out of the gates to Becky. And then Becky started to come back with a little bit of offense. And then kind of just back and forth a little bit. And then kind of really going to the end of the match. Soul went to go hit a soul snatcher on Becky because Becky knew she was going to be in trouble. And Becky just pulled the referee right in front of Soul. So Soul tried to kind of mid-air kind of stop and kind of not hit the referee with a soul snatcher, but she kind of did awkwardly. And the referee rang the bell. Some people were maybe kind of confused about that, but Solar Ruka won by disqualification, and Becky Lynch didn't seem to have a problem with that. But as soon as she went to the back, Nick Aldis was there because Adam Pearce, he saw that. He's like, Saturday night's main event. I don't want to go to that. Why does anybody want to go to that? So Nick Aldis made the match of come Clash in Italy. It will be Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca for the women's Intercontinental Champion, and Becky Lynch did not like that at all. And then we had my next match, my opinion, it was match of the night. This should have main evented, but they did not main event. It is for the Intercontinental Champion, All Ego Ethan Page versus Penta. They gave these men great time for this. It was very, very good. And then Michael Cole said in the beginning, like, I think both competitors were coming to the ring before the match even started. That Saturday night's main event in 1992, when Shawn Michaels defeated the British Bulldog to become the Intercontinental Champion. No other time in Saturday night's main event history there was a Intercontinental title change besides Shawn Michaels winning the belt then. It was fast pace, locked up, Penta threw elbows, Page countered, Page threw kicks. They took it to the outside a little bit. Page threw Penta on the announce table into the post. He got him up. Page was trying for his finisher, but put to no prevail. Penta, he hit a springboard cutter, and I kind of thought that was it. And then Penta got up. He hit the springboard DDT only for a 2 count. And then he hit a beautiful Penta driver. I really thought that was possibly going to be it. But Page got up, and Penta, he was trying to go for a Canadian destroyer very early, Mexican destroyer very early on. But he was able to hit he went off the second rope, turned, hit Page with a Mexican destroyer, and got the 3 count. That looked beautiful, and I'm glad that was ended the match like that. So Penta retains the Intercontinental Champion. I could see them maybe having a match going forward, maybe at another Monday Night Raw, or I can't see. I don't think they can hold it off till SummerSlam, but Ethan Page will be Intercontinental Championship very soon before the year's over. I can guarantee that. And then we had the women's tag team championship match, Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus Brie Bella and Paige. This was a snack break or a bathroom break match. The crowd was kind of alive for Paige, but besides that, the crowd was a little bit in comatose. The women's tag team champions really don't mean a hill of beans. Depends who you talk to, I guess. This could have been a SmackDown match. In my opinion, it wouldn't have been on Saturday night's main event at all. I don't know why. And I'm glad that they did not main event with this. If this main evented, a lot of people would not have been happy with that, and I probably would have been one of them. This one will be cut short and dry. Nia Jax and Lash Legend were working over Paige and Brie. Then close to the end of the match, Paige went for a roll up there, and Brie put her foot to kind of leverage the pinfall for Paige, trying to give her the advantage, and it worked. And Paige and Brie retained the women's tag team champions. I don't know who they lose the belts to. So that's going to be something else. So I don't know about that. But yeah, they're just waiting for Nikki to come back, because what's going to go forward with that is they're gonna lose. Paige and Brie are going to lose the tag team titles to whoever they're going to lose them to, and that's when Nikki's going to be 100%, and Paige is going to be upset. Brie's going to be upset. Paige and Brie are gonna hug, and then Brie's gonna turn on Paige, or Nikki's gonna just attack Paige, and Brie's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And then Paige is gonna jump. Brie's gonna jump in and continue the beat down on Paige and leave Paige just laid out. And then so that would possibly mean a heel Bellas. Great, wonderful. Nobody wants to see that. And then Paige is going to need a tag team partner. Oh no, who's she going to get? AJ Lee. So we get a rematch of WrestleMania 31. The Bellas versus Paige and AJ Lee. They could do that at SummerSlam. It'll be quick and easy and hopefully painless. The main event was the World Tag Team Champions Street Profits versus The Vision, accompanied by Paul Heyman. This was the second of the match this was the third match I was looking for, but not too much. I was looking forward to the Soul and Becky, but that was short-lived, so I was kind of disappointed in that. But this was the other match I was somewhat looking forward to, and they delivered. Logan Paul's good in the ring. Street Profits are really good. Montez Ford is just above everybody else. Austin Theory, his same shtick again. He's Austin Theory is Austin Theory. He taunts the crowd, the whole 9 yards. Heyman playing cheerleader for these guys on the outside, just talking them up and everything. And then close to the end of the match, we see Braun Breaker come out. This was, I think, probably the spot of the match. We had Street Profits and The Vision outside the ring. Braun Breaker, he was running around the ring. He ran to the left, and then he ran where the announce table is. But Dawkins, he just shoulder checked Breaker right over the announce table and right on Michael Cole's chair, and that chair just died. And Braun Breaker, he was on his arm and his back, and that spot looked beautiful. That was great. And then Paul Heyman gave Logan Paul the brass knucks. The referee was distracted. Hit, I believe it was Ford. He hit Montez Ford with the knucks. It was either him or Dawkins. And then they got the 3 count. And that was it. The Vision retained the World Tag Team Champions. And then after the match, we had a little curricular activity with Street Profits, The Vision, and Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker came back and speared Dawkins, and he speared Montez Ford. And The Vision stood tall over the Street Profits. I was kind of surprised that we did not see Seth Rollins on Saturday night's main event kind of get involved or appearing after the tag team match. But that was Saturday night's main event. What do I grade it? I gave it a thumbs down. 5 matches, only 2 matches. I was like 2.5 matches I was looking forward to. It was a thumbs down show for me. Half of these matches could have been on Raw or SmackDown. But that's that. Thank you guys for checking us out, watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone.